Alright, here we've got Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, the Skybreaker DLC. Courtesy of Ubisoft, I want to thank them very much for the opportunity. So I covered the game initially over on the Tug Authority, and I really loved the game. I loved everything it brought to the open world genre. It's a really cool game that has survivalist aspects to it. You play as a Navi trying to deal with things happening to their planet, just like the original film. Although, of course, this is a completely separate story. But this review is focusing on the purchasable DLC available once you complete. You either complete the story and then play the Skybreaker DLC, or you can skip the story once you get a couple hours into the main game. So, the main draw to this game is the fact that you have a dragon-like creature here that you can ride, and it just expands the story as a whole here. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this little guy. And now you can... Okay, he is a Icron or Icran. But yeah, it's really cool. You can just fly around. Pandora, just kind of seeing the sights. It really opens up the game world quite a bit. So, in this DLC, again, the game focuses on the Icran and the story behind them and the expansion of the story here. I'm gonna go and land. Now, what's cool is you can either... I'm gonna go ahead and mount this again. So you can mount, or you can hold. If I go ahead and if I hold B, it'll let me dismount in midair, which is kind of cool. Although now I'm down on the ground. Let me go ahead and call on. Get down here. You can use human guns, which is kind of cool. You've got a shotgun and a machine gun. You also have a bow and arrow and a staff sling, which is used to throw projectiles, explosives specifically. I'm going to go ahead and come back up here. A little speed boost here, which is kind of cool. Alright, now I have to figure out where. There it is. There it is. You can hold RB to see where your where your objective is. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put my gun step away. Okay, and then up to.
Our path will always the Zachary move again across the plains.
Skip this cutscene. Okay, travel to heart of the plains. You will now start the Skybreaker. Once started, you'll have the option to return to this map until you complete Skybreaker. So go ahead. Travel to the heart of the plains. So that's kind of cool. So you don't have to actually start the Skybreaker DLC. You can start it and then kind of explore Pandora, or you can, like I just did here, start the Skybreaker main campaign, and that again is a huge expansion to the main game. Definitely worth picking up, I'd say, given the fact you have the Icran or Icron creature fly around. And again, it just kind of opens up the explorative options. Alright, so now we have to figure out. Hedge Fury.
You want to do some exploring?
like I said, this really opens up the game, giving you the ability to ride the fauna, which you can't do in the main game. It's just not possible. Okay, so bond with a dire horse. One of the stone herd. You can soothe the dire horse or attract one using a picture clip. That's over here. There's the dire horse.
Don't worry.
See if it's gonna work. Cool. First try. Now we can mount the dire horse. Again, not something you can do in the main game. So it really does open up the possibilities for traversing the world. And it's just a spectacular game. I mean, being able to run around iconic locations of Pandora, of Avatar, is just really kind of neat. Really kind of just awesome. It's a spectacular experience, really. And I like how it goes from first person to third person perspective when you're riding animals. That's kind of neat. It's a very smooth transition. Definitely has that like Zelda-like quality to it, in my opinion. But it just looks better than Zelda, obviously, because they're totally different. I'm not going to get into that anyway. Beautiful game. Definitely recommend the Skybreaker DLC, because again, it opens the game tremendously. It gives you a whole new campaign, various ways of traversing the land, and it's just a beautiful way and a fun way to continue the story of Avatar, the Frontiers of Pandora. I do want to thank Ubisoft very much for the opportunity. This was an amazing DLC. Definitely suggest checking it out. I will leave a link to purchase the game, base game, as well as the DLC, because you do need the base game. In order to play this DLC, I will leave a link to purchase both in the description down below. Now, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.